And today we're going to be looking at how to plan your career with AI. So basically, setting your career roadmap, with AI. I figured out that a lot of people want to do, a lot of people want to, learn or acquire a skill or the other. But how to start now is usually, the challenge for some people. And so people have what they want to learn in their head. Some people have it figured out. Some people, they are still in that process of thinking about it, right? But they do not really know what to learn first, what to learn next, and then they don't know how to move on from there. This is why I'm doing this video. So it's going to be a two series for this particular one. So there's going to be part one, how to plan your career part one, then how to plan your career part two. And that's because I don't want this video to be so long, maybe 10-15 minutes, I'm done. Now let's get into the work. So what we are going to be doing today is that before I even show you method, maybe some of you must have had maybe career advice from someone. They say, okay, just start here, and then you don't really know where to start, right? So to starting next time, maybe that person even trying to give you advice, maybe they don't really know you, right? They don't know the skills you have, they don't know your background, your fears, and all of these things. But AI does not have this problem, right? AI has an infinite patience and, of course, enough time to brainstorm with you, right? And then it doesn't just give you summary; it will sit with you, to find out the specific case, in a way no woman that is busy can. All right, it will not be smarter than a great career coach, but it will be more thorough, right? And that's why I'm doing this with you. So here's the method that we're going to use. We are going to give the AI four things. And number one, you are going to give the AI where you are right now, your current situation, your current role, your skill, your experience, your constraint, right? And then number two, you are going to give the AI where you want to be in the next 3 years or the next 5 years. And at this point, I need you to be specific, not just, oh, I want to be successful. I want to be successful is fine, but it's vague. Something like, okay, you want to lead a production team at fintech or running your own design studio, right? Then number three is that what you have already tried. Maybe you have a skill, you've learned a skill, you learned something. So what you have already tried that did not work. And then what this does is that it stop the AI from giving you advice you've already tried and failed at. Do you get? And then the number four thing that you're going to do is that you're going to specify what is non-negotiable for you. Maybe things you don't want to give up on. Maybe, let's take for instance now, you cannot leave your family for 6 months. There's this thing, there's this particular task that will stop you from learning at this hour of the day, just like that. So those are your non-negotiable things, right? And then you ask the eyes to build you a roadmap, 6 months for short term, and then 3 years, longer term. And it will tell you the skills to learn, the project to build, the milestones to hit, and the right order weights, the things you should skip, right? Just for input and then one structure output. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to show you. Now, before we go ahead, I need you to be very sincere with yourself. Many people, when they attempt to do this kind of thing, they just want to run through it, sharply, and then they just want to get out of that place and let me just do it in a rush, and then you won't get the best of AI like that. The more clear you are, the more specific you are, the more the better the output you are going to get, from AI. I need you to understand that do not rush, because this is a matter of your life, and then you're trying to plan your life in a way that no one else will sit with you to plan it. I hope you understand. Now, I'm going to use a fictional person for tonight. Let's say Toby. You know, I want Toby, and Toby is 26 years old. He works as a customer service agent at Lagos-based fintech, right? Per month, he's bored. He has a laptop, internet at home, about 10 hours, and about 10 hours a week he could spend learning something. He has tried watching YouTube tutorials on coding, but always lose motivation, something like that. And then maybe he wants to be earning at least three times, he earns in 3 years. And he wants to, maybe he wants to work remotely out of Lagos. And maybe he thinks he might want into product management or UI UX design, but he's not sure which one fits him better, right? And this is exactly what we are going to do. Now, the tool we're going to use will be Claude, right? We're going to use Claude. We're going to be using Claude. So yeah, this is Claude, Claude dot AI, right? I believe you have a Claude account by now. And what I'm going to do is that I have a pre-built prompt. Now I said it's going to be part one and part two. So this is the part one. Part one is just you telling the AI everything about you. Then part two is going to be where AI will ask you question. So there are two models that you can use. Is that this or the other one, which will be the seven. So I'm going to paste the prompt here now. Now look at the prompt. I want you to help me build a career roadmap. Here is my situation. Now, where I am right now, I am 26 years old, working a customer service support agent at Lagos Fintech. Okay, oh, sorry about that. Now, I learn, I earn 250,000 naira per month. I have a laptop, home internet, and about 10 hours a week I can spend on learning. My only formal training is a polytechnic, and all of these things. Now, that is Toby where he is right now, right? So where he wants to be in the next 3 years, earning at least three times my current salary, working remotely in a role where I am not just answering tickets, I am torn between product management and UX design, but not sure which fits me better. All right, that's where Toby want to be in the next 3 years. Now, what I've already tried, I started learning Python from a YouTube course. I lost motivation after 2 weeks because I could not see, how it's connected to anything real. I also bought a UX design course on Udemy, but never finished it. Right now, that's what Toby, has tried before. Now, non-negotiable about Toby. I need to keep up, earning while I learn. I cannot quit my job. I will not relocate for the next, 12 months because of family. Now, based on this thing, tell me honestly which part, product management or UI UX fits my situation better, and why. Then number two, give me a realistic term, 6 month short term plan with specific skills to learn, projects to build, and milestones to hit. Tell me, can you see how detailed this now? Now, give me 3 years long term plan that build on the 6 months plan, showing how to get times three and remote work. Can you see now? Be honest, do not flatter me. If something I want is unrealistic, in my time frame, tell me. So I'm going to hit send. So let's see what we have. Now, weighing product management versus, UI UX design fit. That's what it's currently doing right now. Chapter realistic. Now, look at this. Now, UI UX design, not product management. I will be direct for your situation. Project management is close to a dead end in the net. Can you see? I like this. I like this. I like this. And this is the reality. Project management is close to a dead end in the next 3 years. And UX is a real part. Here's why. Junior project management roles barely exist as a hiring category. Most companies promote PMs internally from engineering, design, or deep domain roles. All right. Can you see now? Assistant project manager programs that filter heavily Elite University Pro, tech experience, a remote company. Can you see what is happening right now? Can you see now? Now, US is different. UX design is different in one crucial way. The portfolio is the credential. Nobody hiring a designer cares more about your diploma if your case study shows you can think. Design work is manager. Design work is tangible, right? Shippable and reviewable asynchronously, right? Which is exactly what remote hiring managers need. And your support job is secretly a huge advantage here. You spend your days reading, real user frustration, edge cases, and workarounds. Most junior designers, can you see all of these things now? Can you see now? Now, 6 month plan. The first month is just Figma and Sim. Spend 10 hours a week learning. Can you see this now? Month two, can you see this now? Then down to now it says skip this. The Google US certificate, but slow are not the bottleneck. Books on design, see what it's saying now, what you should skip. Now, 3 years plan and the honest math. Year one is survival and transition. Realistic outcome. Your you end the year either a having, can you see what is happening now? Year two. Now, can you see what is happening now? Can you see now? Now not the end. Because an average person will just, oh, okay, now we need to break it down into a month, and then we need to break it down into weeks. So the next thing we are going to be doing now, Claude is telling which parts, Claude is telling that and why. And you also notice that the 6 month as specific project can build within the next 10 hours or with 10 hours. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to write a follow-up message, and the follow-up message will go like this. Good. Now make the 6 month plan even more specific. Break it down into weekly milestone for the first 12 months. What should Toby be doing in, let's say that, and let's wait for the response. Now, quick one before the plan. You didn't mention Toby, okay, your situation. Okay, sorry about that. I will assume that the new person, okay, yeah, just go ahead. A few grand rules for budget is roughly 10 hours per week. So I am planning 8 to 9 to leave no slack for life. Is even considering you. Every weekend with something shipped, right? A file, a post, a prototype, or a written note, not hours studied, right? If you miss a week, don't restart. Just pick up, where you are. And can you see this now? Now, week one, Figma from zero. Install Figma, do the official. Can you see this now? Then week two, more screen from your fintech app. Pick the home screen now. Then week three, start seeing like a designer. Read the design every day by done normal, right? That's start for case studies. Take 3 to 5 real users about the problem you picked. This can be friend, family, co-workers, or actual customers, and all of those things. Then we take your best solution and build it properly in Figma. Aim to 4 to 5 screens and all of this. Then week 8, week 9, week 10, week 11, week 12. Now we can still go all along, right? And say it should give you the specific. Can you hear me now? It should give you the specific courses or recommend specific courses either on YouTube or free. In fact, I will even recommend that you start with free courses if you have the opportunity, and if you want, of course, you can pay if you have the money. But if you don't have all of the resources, financially now, you can start with the free resources. So we get to a point where now going to tell Claude or ChatGPT, anyone you're using, that it should not create the specific list of courses that you can take on YouTube. And then this is what we're going to be doing on day 7 and even more. We're going to also look at when AI, asks you a question and then you're able to provide answer based on the question so that it helps you understand what exactly you're trying to do. This is just the first level of you trying to create your career roadmap with AI. There's something